These nuts. Okay.
Don't trust China. China is asshole.
Sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Living on the edge of East Hollywood near Koreatown say a famous new neighbor is becoming a noisy nuisance.
Uh-oh.
Ye, the
Uh-oh,
artist formerly
Kanye's
known
making a
as
scene.
Kanye West. Thanks for joining us for the KTLA 5 News at noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. Neighbors are making accusations of some bizarre behavior, including loud noise and disturbing graffiti.
KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang is live outside that Beverly Boulevard building with the details. Kimberly?
Hi, this warehouse is right across the street from an
Uh-oh.
elementary school.
Apparently
and it's
Kanye's
adjacent
up to
homes
something.
and businesses in the area. If you take a look behind me, you can see that it's surrounded by a
Uh-oh.
black gate. Most neighbors tell us they aren't aware of what goes on behind those gates, other than
Uh-oh.
they've heard loud music sometimes late at night.
Loud music sometimes late at night.
I have no idea what it is. It's kind of a mystery to me. So, yeah. But I have heard loud music coming from it.
This nondescript warehouse is the center of noise and other complaints, and according to multiple neighbors, is used by rapper Ye, also known as Kanye West, for parties, rehearsals, and casting calls. Police have responded
no.
here multiple times in the past. LAPD confirmed
Oh,
they
they put
received
Bianca
7 noise
there.
complaints
Why
since
do you
the
keep
beginning
doing
of the
that?
year, but no action was ultimately
Just stop,
taken.
don't use
Police
it.
were also called out to the area near Kingsley and Beverly after a swastika was spray painted on the white walls of this
I mean,
building.
I don't mind,
Neighbors
but
say the
jeez.
music is blaring from speakers sometimes late at night. Ye is no stranger to controversy and has been accused of making anti-Semitic comments before. Last month, a flyer
I mean,
with Ye's name on
you-
it was
you could just
circulating,
find it
seeking
all over
male
fucking
volunteers for a
Twitter.
quote hooligan choir.
I also have some
In both
videos on
letters,
it,
it
too.
read,
It's
quote,
funny.
no fat people and must be
have, like,
comfortable
3
wearing
videos on
swastikas,
there,
and had this
shit.
location listed. We spoke with neighbors who saw the swastika and thought it was disturbing.
It's just across the street from the school, and I don't think kids should necessarily deal with that imagery, especially if they don't understand what those things mean. And they've put up metal walls now. We don't really know what's going on. And then it was like a chanting of like only men, all dressed in black. So it's just been like, very weird to see.
There's like raves and concerts here on the weekends, and then in the weekdays there's been noises. There's been groups of men doing like push-ups and exercises over here. You can hear music like blaring from the parking lot.
Doing their little training regiment.
Neighbors say this has been going on for the past few months, sometimes multiple days in a row and sometimes a few times a week. One neighbor told me that he did try and talk to the security guards at this location, but nothing was done. Reporting live here in East Hollywood, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
Done. You mean he's causing public disturbances at night? Aw. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can't sleep at night because he's loud? Oh, man. Oh, unfortunate. What do I got here? Michelle Obama opens up about the struggle of being a black woman. Ted Cruz still beats you with his podcast. Let that fucking sink in.
As black women, our pain, because it's almost like nobody ever gave us permission to do that.
And does anyone care?
Yeah, there's
Will
that.
they care?
There's
If
that
we
part.
knew, I think we would care. If we knew.
Mm-hmm.
If we knew.
Or, you know, yeah, and we have to ask ourselves, the men in our lives is, you know, why wait to be asked? You know, it seems like what we go through is pretty obvious. I mean, maybe we're not complaining, but we're actually living life out loud, you know? You know, you see us carrying these babies, you see us working a job and coming home and managing, getting food on the table and handling doctor's appointments. And this is, you know, if you've got a partner, right? I think some of us feel like, why should we have to ask?
Yeah.
Big
You know,
Mike
it seems
in the house.
It seems apparent. And as
I am
black
so
women, sometimes we,
Fuck me,
you know,
dude.
there
I'm
is
going
that
to-
underlying thing we're socialized to believe from very early on that we don't deserve any better.
Some people don't know the struggle of being fucking black. We always get bullied.
Sound like
We always get bullied. Chris,
No,
I'm back.
stop. I didn't want to do it. Man. Fuck me. Jasmine Crockett caught red-haired lying about her... Red-handed, sorry. Red-haired, nice.
I actually wanted to be an anesthesiologist.
Huh? What? Excuse me? Is that
So
correct?
I've always been really good at math and science, but I didn't want to talk to people.
Sorry, what? You're a senate. You're I don't. I don't.
You wanted to put people to sleep, and you kind of are doing the opposite thing now.
Yeah, what?
Yes, I want them to be woke now.
Huh?
So I've always been really good at math and science, but I didn't want to talk to people.
Yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to be a joke or... I have no idea. I don't know anymore. I don't... She's a weirdo. I don't... What? Democrat Representative Yasmin Ansari is asked if, in addition to deported gang members, or gang member Abrego Garcias, she will be speaking to the family of a Maryland mom who was recently murdered by an illegal. Ansari calls the murder case a Holy shit! Man, these people are fucking wild. I think I actually got a picture of it.
Before we go, Congresswoman, also in Maryland, I know American citizens and crimes committed against them might not be a top priority. It is for this show. An illegal alien from Guatemala was just charged with his girlfriend's murder in Maryland, same state, of course, Mr. Abrego Garcia is from. She was missing for 2 weeks, mother of 2 young kids. Police found her buried in a forest. Do you know about this story? Do your constituents care about those victims? And do you intend on calling that family, since Maryland residents are obviously a concern in some way, shape, or form for you and all the people of your state?
I am appalled by any violence that takes place in this country. As a former city official, I have a very strong pro-public safety record, and that's why I believe in the rule of law, and that's why this case is so important. I think these questions are a distraction from the main issue, which is that Donald Trump is defying the Supreme Court of the United States, and every American should be concerned about this.
Congresswoman, I know you can't mean that. And I'm not trying to play gotcha here. I know you don't
Every
mean
American,
that American citizens
should be
are distractions.
So, so all the crime that's going on based on your illegal immigration stuff is a
for an individual who
distraction.
was illegally deported from this country. That is the subject of this interview. Any other act of violence.
But Congresswoman, I'm giving you just so everyone understands.
Say you're not going to
well,
put
the
these
violence
people
committed by illegal
away?
immigrants against
What?
innocent Americans and legal immigrants has been appalling.
It is
Absolutely
devastating.
appalling.
Any violence,
and I wish there was one
against
moment
anyone
where
in this
Democrats
Damn,
acted
she
like they
doesn't
cared
care about
that.
Americans getting got.
Well,
We
apparently it's all
absolutely
collateral
do care
damage.
about
The
that.
Democrats
Right now,
survived
you're
with the
worried
open
about-
border. Yeah.
Right now, we are worried
Congresswoman,
about
were
the
you worried about
constitutional
the
crisis.
Right. Oh, the Constitution?
We are worried
Yeah,
about the
okay. Were you
constitutional
worried?
crisis and the lack
Ah,
of
yes,
this
the
president
constitutional
following the
crisis,
Supreme
yes.
Court. I'm sure you believe in the Supreme Court and you
Congresswoman,
believe in
were
the
you
rule of law
worried?
in this country.
Were you worried when I know this is the progressive way of dealing with interviews where you just, I'm not trying to talk over you. I'm actually trying to get a question answered. I asked you a simple question.
These questions are a distraction from the main issue, which is that Donald Trump is defying the Supreme Court of the United States, and every American should be concerned about this.
Oh my God.
She basically answered her question with another question, and it's just like, this wasn't what she asked.
What a piece of shit.
But yes, as you can see, these Democrats are basically trying not to answer any questions. They're just setting their agenda to be known. Democrats' rep speech was beyond insane. What happened? Yes. Hang bros. Stop.
All this relentless, self-righteous posturing. It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
Well, they just dropped the student loan bomb. The federal government just announced that it's coming for your loans, and collections begin May 5th for student loan debt. If you're in default, they can garnish your wages, they can take your tax return, and they can even take like your benefits like Social Security.
You will see darkness, you will be pushed, and our society needs you to stand together at this time. Our country loves you. To our doctors and our nurses, I wear these
The
laces.
gentlelady's time has expired. The gentleman from Maryland is
Is that her actual voice? No.
reserves.
No, don't. No, this.
Doctors and our nurses, I wear these
The
laces.
gentlelady's time.
Why does she sound like fucking Greta Thunberg? Oh god. Do they have pictures up? Fuck, they're gonna make me click on all of them, huh? Fuck me. Breen? That's a girl's name, right? Okay. Rexy, that's a girl's name. Oh wait, Noah, Joey, Julie. Aaron, that could be a dude's name. Okay, it's a girl. Brenda. Okay. Betsy. Oh. Jennifer. Oh. Emily. No. Kimberly. No. Alabas. Oh wait, why did I click it? Oh, obviously not. Who was this? Okay. Why does she have pink gloves on? What? John. Oh, Morgan. That could be a dude. Okay, no, that's a lady. Apparently. Carol. In the middle, I'm guessing. No gloves. Christine? Okay, no. Peter, Kara. No. Oh god. She looks like a Karen. Leo, Matt. That sounds like a Leo sounds like a dude, yeah. Aaron, Jasper. Oh no, that's a dude. Mike, Donovan, Dennis, Reggie, Jason, Tanya, Cynthia. Nope. Nope. Amos, Veronica. Nope. Nope. Lori, Natalie, Ranjiv, Carrie, Julie. Lori, I'm guessing. Yeah. Natalie. No, no. Or Carrie. Julie. Helena. No. Oh god, there's so many of them. Jesus fuck. Bill, Will, Samantha, Penelope, Regina, Karen, Jimmy, Angela, Stefan, Mai. That's a Chinese person. Nope. No. 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 What the fuck? She's not on here. Who is this bitch? This bitch ain't from Michigan.
Time has expired. The gentleman from Maryland is reserves.
Who is that bitch? One leftist defend MS-13.
Yes.
The only way to get a job as a what the fuck?
Is to know somebody. Because the only
Oh,
job
no.
I'm actually getting an interview for.
They got the piercings, and then the crazy hairdo, and the color, and then they got the flag and the yikes.
My friend works at. And the only reason
My
she
friend
works
works
there is
at.
because her mom
Actually,
works
oh
there.
god.
Give me a job, bro.
Just unmatched me on Bumble, so I guess we're not going to get drinks anymore. But I thought I would show you guys my outfits.
Oh my god, bro.
What the fuck?
Just so that we're all abundantly clear here, not only are trans people sacred, they are wildly evolved human beings. I'm going to invite you to imagine for a moment the amount of strength, courage.
I'm gonna stop you right there. So crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Cell phones all around. I'm not trying to humiliate. Just keep their feet on the ground.
That was terrible. Seeing all those people. Seeing all those retards. On to the next. What do we got here? Tariff negotiations.
Mr. President,
Mr. President, Mr. President,
Mr. President, on China.
Mr. President, China. Oh, no, 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 dude. Oh, I have to. You see the market today, China, 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 China.
Be involved with America. Be careful, fellas. Mr. President, they all want to be involved with America, and we have a lot of action going on. We're making a lot of money in this country. This country is not going to be losing money on trade anymore. We were losing $2 trillion a year on trade. Now we're going to be making money, a lot of money. So it's very good. Every country wants to partake. Even countries that have ripped us off for many, many years. China is an example, but it's not just China. European Union, they ripped us off for many, many years, and those days are over. We're going to make a lot of money for our people. we'll be able to lower taxes substantially, and we're going to be proud of ourselves. We're not going to be a laughing stock that got taken advantage of by virtually every
Oh,
country
honestly,
in the
when
world.
Joe Biden was on air, I should have played this.
We thought you said you were going up to launch with flag.
We're putting up a
4
beautiful,
more years.
almost 100-foot tall American flag on this side, and another one on the other side. 2 flags, top of the line.
We were watching
And,
the
they needed
Biden
flagpoles for
speech.
200 years. It was
4 more years.
something I've often said. You know, they don't have a flagpole per se, so we're putting one right where you saw us, and we're putting another one on the other side on top of the mounds. It's going to be 2 beautiful poles.
There's 2 beautiful poles on China.
Paid for by Trump.
We're gonna put 2 poles, 2 beautiful poles on China.
They arrive in about a week.
It's gonna be a great day.
Can you clarify, Mr. President, on China?
Yeah,
Are you thinking about
gonna
lowering
have
their
a
tariffs?
Fair deal with China. It's going to be fair.
Are you talking to them actively now?
Actively. Everything's active. Everybody wants to be a part of what we're doing. They know that they can't get away with it any longer, but they're still going to do fine. And we're going to have a country that you can be proud of, not a laughing stock all over the world for many years. You know, in 1913, they traded to the income tax system. We used to be all tariff, and we had no income tax, and we had the wealthiest country we ever had proportionately from about 1870 to 1913. It was all tariffs, and we had more money than anybody. They had committees how to spend the money. They had so much money they didn't know how to spend. Then some brilliant person said, let's go income tax. Let's let the people pay. Now, we're going to be able to substantially lower taxes when this is finished.
So, Mr. President, how does it look in the meantime? Are you considering lowering the tariffs on China while you're negotiating?
It looks good. We were losing anywhere from $3 to $5 billion a day. Think of it. We're losing billions of dollars a day under Biden and other presidents, frankly. But under Biden, it got
really
worse.
answer the
China got out of
questions.
control. We're losing $1
Keeps-
trillion a year.
keeps doing
Not
that.
a billion, a trillion.
Yeah.
And now we're going to be making money with everyone, and everyone's going to be happy. But we're no longer going to be the country that's
The reason why I think he's not really answering the question is because I don't think he wants to tell them like the actual answer, because I think they're right, the fucking misinformation and disinformation shit. So I think he's just waiting till he speaks to them personally. So he's just telling whatever the fucking media, whatever they want to hear, in a sense. We'll see how it goes. Seems like shit is still happening. Oh, I forgot a fucking... Oh. Mao Zedong. Got to... I forgot to do a thing. And that is, do. Alright, there. Flag drop from Borders are
order another nation a sovereign nation to take a citizen and ask from their country and their custody and give them back to the U.S. Again, I'm not an attorney. I'll let DOJ argue this in court. But I think we remove the public safety member, designated terrorist.
Is a designated terrorist.
Who've been ordered twice by a federal judge. I think
He has
got
the
his-
markings
I got
on his
plenty of due
knuckles.
process. He got more due process than Lakers.
It was found by like 3 judges now.
What was the reason?
What was the reason? What was the reason, bitch? Tell me the reason. Many such cases. This shit was so funny. Yeah, they just throw money, and the chimp just fucking cuss. Turns into a human. It's so fucking stupid. They just throw monies at the fucking monkey. Yeah, I don't even know what happened here. They just started throwing balls like that. Try not to be a cunt, boot. Yeah, just started throwing shit at her for some reason. Like, what? Is that supposed to be the coach? I'm so confused. And then you have this shit right here. I think this is an old one. Someone just reposted it. The dude's on a fucking IV and he's trying to play video game. He's trying to do his CSGO fucking matches or league or whatever. Trying to get his game on. Guys are ruining it for Jesus fuck. Oh yeah, we'll read this later. What's this? Michelle Obama's decision not to attend Trump's inauguration proves how deeply selfish both side and Barack Obama's are.
All right, Michelle Obama is speaking out about why she skipped Trump's inauguration, and you really got to hear this bull.
While I'm here really trying to own my
You gotta
life
really hear
and
this
intentionally
bullshit.
practice making the choice that was right for me. And it took everything in my power to not do the thing that was right or that
Don't
was
do the
was
thing
that was
that is
perceived
correct.
as right,
Never
but
do
do
the
the thing that
thing.
was right for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was a hard thing for me to do. I had to basically trick myself out of it. And it started with not having anything to wear.
You
I
got
mean, I had
beat
to
out by
affirmatively,
Ted
'cause
Cruz,
I'm
by
always
the way.
prepared for any funeral, anything.
On
I walk
on
around
the
with the right
podcast
dress.
scene.
I
I
travel
think
with
even
clothes
Ted
just in
Cruz
case
is beating
something
Gavin
pops off.
Newsom's
So I was like,
fucking podcast.
if I'm not going to do this thing, I gotta tell my team I don't even want to have a dress ready.
Even if you put those two
Because
together,
it's so easy
fucking
to
Ted
just
Cruz
say,
would still.
let me do the right thing.
But then you become a shock absorber.
Yeah.
First of all, what is really not spoken about enough is how deeply and fundamentally selfish both Barack and Michelle Obama are. And I will tell you exactly why. First of all, I'm not a Michelle Obama hater like a lot of conservatives. I think that in a lot of different ways, her story is more admirable than Barack's, because Michelle Obama is what Barack Obama pretended to be. But
Correct.
even outside of that, her deciding not to go to the Trump inauguration and then explaining it in this sort of pseudo black girls rock like psychobabble across from Taraji P. Henson of all people, it just really strikes me, and it really does underline how fundamentally selfish these people are. Because
yeah.
if Barack and Michelle
Super.
Obama did not want, they don't
They're so
want to
mad that
lead. They
Trump
didn't
is
want to
doing what they
lead.
wanted
What
to
they
do.
wanted to do was to become Hollywood celebrities. And the White House and being the leader of the free world and all of that stuff, that was just a pit stop on their way to a 9-figure net worth and rubbing elbows with elites and Hollywood celebrities. It's quite clear that the way in which both of these people have interacted and have acted since they left office, it tells you exactly what their goals are. And so as far as Michelle Obama, no, you didn't do the right thing because the right thing for a leader to do would have been to attend the inauguration in order to bring the country together. You made the selfish choice because it is more important for you to not have any sort of criticism from black people. It is more important for you to
they're not actual leaders,
by
basically.
Black America and these black celebrities than to actually
They
do
do not
something
know how to
So you made the
lead.
choice of somebody that was putting her own thoughts and her own feelings before that of the country. And that leads me to believe that you're not a leader. You're
Correct.
not the leader
If
that
you can't throw
I
your
personally thought
feelings
that
out
you
the
were.
window for the
You
fucking
and
country,
Obama
I'm sorry.
certainly
You're not really
have
a
not
representative.
displayed any kind of leadership since you left the White House. Black America is on fire right now. All of the stuff that you were supposed to change and you were supposed to fix,
I mean,
like,
he's
I
kind of
never
correct.
believed that. I never believed that it was
not kind of.
the job of
It
Barack
is
and Michelle
true.
Obama to like.
There's been a
save
lot
Black
of
America or anything like that.
you can tell
But what
from a
I
lot
do-
of black
what I will
content
say
creators on how
is
they
that
speak
these
that they
are
know
the two
that
most
there's some
popular
shit is
political
going
figures in
down.
Black America. And every time that there is a choice for them to make,
Yeah, I mean,
every
even
time
Dave
there's an
Smith is
opportunity
talking about
for
it.
them to make a choice that may be unpopular to some segments.
I mean, Rob Smith,
but
sorry.
are the right choice
Dave
for all
Smith. I'm
America.
thinking about the other guy.
They make the choice to separate themselves and to be lionized by Black America instead
fucking
of
says
to
Rob Smith. I'm
make
blind.
the
I'm
move
sorry, I'm
to
blind.
bring
I'm
the
retarded and
entirety
blind.
of the country together. And this is just the latest example from Michelle Obama. Barack Obama could have done and said many different things in order to give young black men the tough talk that they actually really do need in this country. And the only time that he kind of sort of did it was to sort of, push Kamala Harris. So fundamentally, like Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, they are anointed leaders, but they don't move as leaders. They
Correct.
move as people that are deeply selfish.
After his terms, they haven't done any you don't see them talk a lot anymore. I mean, you see them from time to time talk, but you don't see them conversing with other. Well, they could be behind the scenes. We don't know. That's probably more, right? They could be making phone calls, right? Yeah. But yeah. Not a lot of the right after some of these guys are done or retired with their representation for America. Yeah, they kind of try to do it in the background, I guess. Trying to do that shadow government shit,
All right, Michelle Obama is speaking out about
Here,
why she's
let's listen to what she has to say again.
While I'm here really trying to own my life and intentionally practice making the choice that was right for me, and it took everything in my power to not do the thing that was right or that was perceived as right, but do the thing that was right for me. That was a hard thing for me to do. I had to basically trick myself out of it, and it started with not having anything to wear. I mean, I had affirmatively, because I'm always prepared for any
Right.
funeral, anything. I walk around with the right dress. I travel with clothes just in case something pops off. So I was like, if I'm not going to do this thing, I got to tell my team, I don't even want to have a dress ready.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's so easy to just say, let me do the right thing.
But then you become a shock absorber.
Yeah.
First of all, what is really not spoken about enough is how deeply and fundamentally selfish both Barack and Michelle Obama are. And I will tell you exactly why. First of all, I'm not a Michelle Obama hater like a
I mean, you can say, right? You can tell from how she said it, right? She wants to do everything. She wants what she wants, not what's good for America. When you heard her from her mouth.
That was right, or that was perceived as right, but do the thing that was right for me. that was a hard thing for me to do. I had to basically trick myself out of it. And it started with not having anything to wear. I mean, I had to affirmatively, because I'm not going to do this thing. I got to tell
And apparently she relied on her wardrobe. Right. I mean, given back then with her, right, when she was first lady, she could probably move some things in a sense. So that's why she would be there at the scene sometimes or not, right? She was picking and choosing her battles in a sense.
my team, I don't even want to have a dress ready.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's
But
so easy.
yeah, at the same time, she made, right, these people did make some mistakes, right? Not all fucking presidents are perfect. All these people made mistakes. Oh, shit. I was like, yeah.
Easy to just say, let me do the right thing. But then
That's the other thing, though, is what's doing the right thing for, right, in your mind? Is it doing the right thing for America or doing the right thing for you?
You become a shock absorber.
Yeah.
First of all, what is really not.
Anyways, yeah. Tell my team not to prepare my wardrobe. Holy, yeah, no, I was like, that's so weird. The wardrobe, yes, okay. It had to be the wardrobe. I mean, I guess the issue with some of these politicians is they don't really extrapolate more detail on what they fucking mean. They just magically hope you fucking understand what they're saying. Like fucking Kamala. To be unburdened by what has been. Like, oh, fucking Christ. Well, there you have it.